Hey guys, Beck and Jazzy here with you again today. And I really thought I'd just do a bit of a sky watching video while I'm walking. Maybe have a chat. Seeing I've been very quiet. There is the black halo again. Some people have been saying, is that something behind the sun? I don't believe so, because it moves with the sun. Unless it's some sort of sun shield they've put behind it. I don't know, but as you can see here, it's pretty wild. Yeah, doggy. Hi, doggy. We got some pretty wild things going on, but we'll get up here a bit further where the sky's a bit more open, and we'll continue. So I hope everybody is keeping well and being vigilant with what's going on and doing your best just to survive. What must we do to be saved? What must we do to be saved? What is it? Is much of anything that we have learnt important? Or did we waste so much time studying things that were irrelevant? Well, I would say no. I think a lot of what we learned was very, very relevant. And I don't feel like a lot of us wasted time. It's what we do with it now. It's what's going to matter. It's how we're going to let the information that we've learned work for us, okay? If we go into some absolute cosmic disturbances, it's really going to keep you centered. Look at this one laying down. It's going to keep you centered because you know that the planet's not going to wobble off its axis, or you know that there's not going to be these massive meteorites just crashing down on our heads out of the middle of nowhere. It's not. It's going to be totally different as we live in an enclosed system. And the only things that come in and out of here is what the Creator who made this place, is what he says. And we have to remember, he has the final say here. And it's not about our imagination. Forget imagination. That's not going to work. Here, and just laid one down. And keep an eye on that and see how that goes. Perfect example. Good day to sky watch, because it's so clear that they're starting to lay trails. It's too clear. Come on, Jazz. This way. Come, girl. Good girl. Whatever's going down, it's going down. It's going down. It's started, and it's not that we're looking for things to come anymore. They're here, and that's what I was saying about everything we've learned. It's how we've processed it and how it's been spat out the other side. Is it going to benefit you, what you've learned, or is it just going to confuse you? Because if it's confusing you, you need to ask your Creator, the Father in heaven, why. Because you might be looking at things that are true, but maybe looking at them the wrong way, maybe processing information wrong. I'm just trying to help people who are struggling. And we all need help. I've been asking for mercy, because he is merciful. And he did put us here. He did. And he knew all this was going to happen. And he knew some of us would find our way home. But we don't want any to be lost, and neither does he. So it's an absolute clear blue sky. around it. You know, that must be the chemicals that give the halos. It's becoming my thought, actually, that is the chemicals giving the halos. Now, where was that trail they laid down? Jazz, over here. Come this way, babe. There was a doggy over there. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, the information that we've all learned is going to benefit us, not stress us out. It's going to benefit us. It's going to make things, when things start really... Jazz. Oh, there's a dog there for once. Hey, someone got a dog. Jazzy, come on. Jazz. Now. Good girl. Good girl, come on. Sorry. Don't like umming. Don't like ahhing. Wow, look at that. Wow. So, when things start going really sideways shortly, don't be alarmed. He said, do not fear. If we don't understand, it's going to cause fear, great fear, if we don't understand. And that's why people will be so fearful that their hearts will fail them. We don't even need giants to come back for that to happen. We just need a bit of a cosmic shake-up. You know, war in heaven. Does that ring a bell? War in heaven. And that's what's coming. It's not just the war in Israel, between Israel and that other country. It's not. It's war in heaven. And that's what we're waiting for. And if we understand that, we won't be so terrified as everybody else. We need to lean on everything we've learned. And we cannot fall now. We are too close to something that is so tangible now. None of us want war. None of us want these things to come to pass. But those of us who have been shown know that it has to. There's no way around this. We have to go through it. And one day we'll figure out why. Not figure it out, we'll be told. One day we will be told why. And then it will all make sense. And it already is to me. A lot of this... Jazz! Jazzy! Where did she disappear to? Oh, there you are. Sorry I yelled really loud, guys, but I saw this dog way over there and I went, what? And you were just there. I'm sorry, honey. I should have named you Shadow. Yeah. Sometimes I've looked for her and she's right by my leg and I'm looking right around and she's too close for me to see her. That's happened several times in the past. Look at that. Well, yeah, so look, we're all going through things. There's things happening. Things are happening to people around you who have no knowledge of the truth, who are just going to start losing their minds. I hate to say it, but it's going to happen. They're going to start losing their minds because they don't know how to process the information. That's why I was talking about that earlier. Everything we've learned is no good to us if we do not know what to do with it. It's like training up in an army and then you send that soldier out, but you realise that you forgot to tell him about 3 or 4 really key elements that might save his life, you know. And it's the same with us. There's a lot of things we learned that are absolutely no good to our growth, which is all the transvestigation stuff. Now we know it's there, so what? It's there. It's not something we need to keep going back to. It's something we need to be aware of, okay? But there's a lot of things that are just, once you learn them, you need to move on. You shouldn't be going over and over and over stuff. Like if if you're just getting into, what Hollywood and the music industry is really all about, that can drive a person pretty crazy. So this is a word of warning from somebody who's been through it all. And you chew the meat, spit out the bones. However, sometimes you don't need to have the meat in some of these areas, of some of these situations I'm talking about. It's like I said, the transvestigation. Once you know it, you can see it. It's no use going back to it. The Luciferianism in the music and Hollywood. Yes, once you can see it, you can move on. It's something you can mention to people, but usually if you do, they tell you you're crazy. It's not going to do you any good as a believer to be running around telling everybody people are trannies, and believe me, it won't do you any good. Even though you know it, even though you can see one, it's not going to benefit your cause. It's better to stay quiet about a lot of stuff. And that's something that's been given to you as a gift for your discernment, and something for you to process. And you will know the right people to speak to, because I'm trying to help those who are still out there with that zeal of, I learnt the earth's flat. I learnt most people in Hollywood are trannies. I learnt this. It is wonderful. It's awesome. And you feel like the whole world's been opened up to you. You can see things for what they are. Just a word of warning. Other people don't see it as you do. This must be for somebody, because this was not what I was going to talk about. And it just started coming out. So it's not for me. I've been through all this. I have to skate very carefully. And sometimes I skate a little bit close to the edge and it nearly blows up in my face. But I've really learned to pull back. And it's been great. It's been a real challenging thing that I've had to do. Not just blurt out what you want to say and expect people to believe you because you know it as your truth, even though we think it is the truth. The truth can only be one truth, and everything else is a lie. We know that. It's like, did you steal that lolly, child? Well this, well that, well, no, but it's either yes or no. There's no middle ground. And so it's really what you do with the information you get. Even learning that we live in an enclosed system. I do not subscribe to the flat earth anything, because the earth is not flat. It's got mountains, valleys, and it is up and down. However, it could be a concave. It's enclosed no matter what. I know that. I believe what the Bible says about it. And so if I believe what my Father says, how it was made, I'm going with that. But it doesn't benefit me telling people that. It's not benefiting my walk. It's not benefiting their walk. If it comes up in conversation and you can drop it like a little Alka-Seltzer in the water, just a little bit of it, you can do that. But I've found most things put people off. So we've got to tread very carefully. If we want people to come to the truth, the only thing we can really do is pray for them. Okay? It doesn't, you can talk to your blue, black in the face. You can go for 1 year, you could be telling them for 2 years, or you could be like myself, you could be doing it for 6 years, 7 years nearly, and nothing has been achieved from you banging on about, but this is the truth, but this is the truth. The earth's enclosed. Trannies are everywhere. Luciferians run Hollywood and music industry. They do have another name than that, but I'm not allowed to say it on this platform. So, look at these streaks. This sky today, it's like there's angels flying to the east. And I put a picture of a community post up, that it looked like all these angels this morning were flying to the east. So go check out my community post when you finish this. Oh, look at this. It's crazy. So I hope somebody's getting something out of what I'm saying here. And I am no teacher, but I can be a guide because I have been through a lot. And when you've made so many mistakes and you're willing to admit you've made mistakes, that's when you can help people. You're teachable. And the biggest screw-ups of all probably going to end up being the best guides, aren't they? Because they know the rocky path and not to go on it. And none of us are infallible. We're all going to still stuff up. But I certainly know right from wrong. And I will be held accountable because I do. And I just pray I'm forgiven and shown mercy. And I pray that the words that I do speak to anyone will actually be meaningful instead of turning them off. Because a lot of our culture, a lot of our platform will put people off. So hopefully I've saved somebody some grief, because the grief that you go through with the rejection as well is really hard. Just remember, there was a time in the Bible where the believers had to run and hide. There was many times actually. But the thing is, they had to be quiet. They had to go underground. They had to be quiet. And I feel it's time to be quiet. Everything is out there for everybody to find now. You just have to look up in your own sky like I am and ask some questions. And even this can really throw people off. You say, oh, they're doing this and that to the sky. And they'll go, oh, yeah, come on. How are they doing that? Why would they be doing that? Why would they be trying to KOLL us? No. So it's not going to do you any good to, keep banging on about it, which I'm not going to. All right, have a great day, guys. I do have to go. Have an excellent day. And I think that the halo's gone. Maybe it was something behind the sun. Maybe. Hello, mister. So I'm going to go. And I pray you have a good day. I pray. How do we be saved? Stay close to Father in your mind and in your heart. Ask forgiveness if you do something stupid, or you have evil thoughts or nasty thoughts about somebody or whatever. And just stay close and know that Jesus finished the work on the cross. It is finished. We just have to learn how to be saved. There you go. Yeah, instead of this wavering, like everyone goes, oh yeah, I'm saved, I'm a Christian. I mean, if your life was nearly taken from you right now and you wouldn't be sure. Nobody's ready. So just do with it what you will. Okay. Take care, guys. From Beck and Jazzy, we're out from Australia. I think it's the 15th of April 2024. It is Down Among the Dead Men Day. There's one that we can go down. What happened to the Titanic? Nobody ever comes up the street, and then two cars just come up the street, and then silly little boffhead was sitting right next to the road. Okay, that's it from me. So, take care, everybody. I'm out.